Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talent Tuesday. It is your boy, DJ Spen, upon the wheels of steel. Not really upon the wheels of steel. Don't you just love it? Anyway, Kelly Spencer is joining us today from the lovely UK.
Yes, hello. I am joining you from the UK. Can you hear me?
The vacation that
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. At least I can hear you. Can everybody hear her? I guess everybody. Why is Mike Freak in the chat room? And well, we'll see. We will see where all of that is going.
Well, since you can hear me, I'm going to go ahead and take over my job from here.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right, you get on the wheels of steel and get ready. How about that?
I'm ready.
You ready? All right. Welcome everyone to Talent Tuesday. We are back and we have 7 songs. It's Kelly Spencer. Quantize Recordings team is in the house. Tommy Davis is your host for tonight. So I'm going to turn things over to Tommy just in case my Wi-Fi fails. I'm coming to you from London, but I am ready to check out these songs. I hope they're good because I am not in the mood to interrupt my vacation for some whack songs. Tommy, thank you for taking over the host chair. Let's go. It's on you, Tommy.
Welcome. So it's for those people that don't know, welcome to Talent Tuesdays, Quantize's own show that comes on every other Tuesday.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So what the theme is that we have friends and people around the world to submit demos to us. And you can do that easily by submitting to where, Spen?
Where, Kelly?
Music. I thought y'all were doing this without me. Music at quantizerecordings.com. Please send us a downloadable file and we'd be happy. We'd be happy to check out your music as long as you don't have any unauthorized samples. All right, Tom, back to you.
Thank you, Kelly. We couldn't do this without you.
No, absolutely not.
And actually, just a little twist of information. It was her idea that has blown up into something that we are so happy about. So,
yes.
So, of course, she's the expert on it.
Yes.
So, today we got 7 songs to go through. 7. But first, let us introduce you to the guest.
All right. So let's see. Who do we have today? Well, how about we let Kelly? Kelly, can you introduce our guest?
What am I here for?
Twitch fam, Mixcloud fam, Facebook fam, YouTube fam. Didn't I say Tommy Davis was guest hosting tonight?
He threw me off.
What do you think is going on here? But that's all right. We've got in the house. Well, you know who our guest judge is, Tommy, don't you?
Yes.
His name is Smoke. I wish I had like a. Oh, I do. Wait.
You know what,
wait.
Spen?
So,
I hope that at the end, maybe you can play. His music has really been doing well on Traxsource.
Yes, it has. It has.
He has a release that just came out with us, right? But that was his second EP with us, and they've done really well. So we're excited to have Smoke on. He's a really strong producer. We love his sound, and we've been blown away by the feedback from DJs and from listeners. Is that? Oh, what are you? Oh, you're playing. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. What?
Well, thank you for joining us this evening. I know it's quite late on your end, but we're happy to have you join our nutty Quantize family. Welcome.
Hello, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. So thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. And of course, Tommy, do you want to go from here and introduce the Quantize team that's on tonight?
No, I love the fact that you're handling it. I'm just here for beauty.
Oh, wow. Role reversal at its finest.
Okay.
Well, we do have 3 of the Quantize team members. Mike Freak, are you in the house tonight?
Ready?
There
Hi,
he is.
Mike
He
Freak.
actually showed up.
Yay.
He is present and accounted for. Mike Freak, remixer and producer on the staff at Quantize Recordings. What's up, Mike? Glad to see you. Hey.
It's
All
good
right.
afternoon. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's
Good night for me, but good afternoon to you.
Right. I forgot. You're in the UK. I keep forgetting that.
Yes. All right. We also have coming from Richmond, Virginia, in the U.S. East Coast is DJ Renee Melendez, our social media guru, and a lot of other things around here as well. You may recognize the name DJ Renee Melendez from our recent compilation, inspirational compilation.
Comparation? I like that. We should call them comparisons from now on.
Comparation. Our compilation called Rise that was mixed by DJ Renee Melendez, and it was compiled by yours truly, along with DJ Renee. So we hope you've checked that out. What's up, Renee?
Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Hey, Spen, Tommy,
Hello.
Mike Freak, and
Hello.
Smoke, our wonderful producer of the week.
Yes, he is our producer of the week.
He's smoke because he's on fire.
He is on
fire right there. Fire.
He is on fire. And last but not least, we have Miss Candice McKenzie coming to you from the UK, DJ extraordinaire, and also our technical producer running everything you see behind the scenes of Talent Tuesday. Hey, Candice.
Hi. Hey, Kelly. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Hey, Candice.
Hey.
Hello, Candice.
All right. What's up, everyone in the chat? Just saying hi to a few folks I see in the chat. What's up? Oh, who is that? Mike Casanova. Hey, Mike Casanova. Pam Weathers, always joining
Pam.
us on
What's
Tuesday.
What's up?
And of course, DJ Kelly Cal Jackson on Facebook. And of course, Spen's very own keeper of your life. Lexi is in the chat.
Lexi,
the real MVP of Quantize Recordings.
DJ
What's up,
Scoop.
Lexi?
I see DJ Scoop too.
Yes, DJ Scoop.
Yes.
Baltimore in the house. All right. Well, we better get started. We've got 7 songs, and we hope the producers are in the chat. We ask that you, if you're watching and you want to give some feedback, please be kind, but please be honest. And we're going to ask our judges to do the same. So, Tommy, I am punting this thing back to you. Our host for the evening, Tommy Davis. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
So, first track. What's the name of the first track?
Promise.
Okay. And that's going to start our Talent Tuesday for this afternoon. Check it out.
never forsake you. I promise I'll never leave you. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise I'll never forsake you. I promise I'll never leave you. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. I hate a love is overrated, and I never expected you to be. Oh, what a feeling! The fragrance of your love all around me. I affirm and reaffirm that I will love you and only you. I promise I'll never forsake you. I I'll never leave ya. Promise, 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 I'll never forsake ya. Promise, I'll never leave ya. Promise, 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 promise. Promise, promise. All night I've been searching for someone like you. All night I've been searching for someone like you. Now that I found you, I'll never, ever let you go. This I promise. Endless love, eternal love. I promise I'll never forsake ya. I promise I'll never leave ya. Promise, 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 I'll never forsake ya. I'll never, promise, I'll never leave ya. Promise, 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 promise. Oh, I've been searching for someone like you. Oh, I've been searching for someone like you. This I promise. Endless
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So if you haven't done a poll, we're gonna give you some stats of what's going on, what other people say on Facebook and on Twitch to keep you into it.
Right.
That was Promise.
Yeah. So let's start with our guest, Smoke. What do you think, my brother? What do you think about this track?
Well, I think it's actually quite nice, like a piano house, but it's still missing something. And like the first feeling I got when listening to this track that the vocals doesn't quite fit into the mix or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they definitely need some tuning here and there. And I think they also sound a bit muddy. I'm not sure if it's the background vocal loop or the delay that causes it, but there are some issues. But I think it's like potential.
So if you had to give it a number, and we do this from 1 to 10, what number would you give it?
Probably 7, I would say.
Okay.
All right. Who's next? Let's
Spen.
Yes.
Does Kelly keep these numbers somewhere?
Kelly, are you keeping the numbers somewhere? Or do we have to do that as well?
Yeah, my guest host should be doing it, but I will take care of that.
Okay. And while you are talking, how about you? What do you think, Kelly Spencer, about this track?
This one needs a bit of polishing. It doesn't have and let me just preface this with saying, I know we say that a demo is a demo and that a demo can be a little rough, and that's true, but we should be able to hear kind of the essence. And I'm getting a lot of I feel like it needs a lot of work. I get where it's going, and it does. It does give me a little groove. I like the feeling of it, but it's not in a place where I would say that we are ready to sign it or take it on. I think the producer should go back and just polish it a little bit. I think it needs some work on the vocals, and I'll defer to the experts to talk a little bit more about the vocals. Spen, I'm interested in hearing what you and Tommy have to say about the vocals and how they're sitting on the track. I like the concept, but I'm just not, it's not ready. So for me, this is about a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Candiza, what do you think?
Thank you. Okay, well, I quite like this tune. I wrote down that I think it started off well, got going really well. I also wrote down that I thought it was arranged well and that I like the energy of the track. I also like the song. I thought it's a good song, but I feel like the vocals need polishing. I was definitely tapping my feet to it for sure, and I would give it a 7.
Okay. All right. DJ Renee, what you say? Hey.
So I have to agree with everyone else. I think it's a good track. It puts me in the mind of a little bit of a Kerry Chandler track. So it definitely has some bones there to work with. But like a few people said in the chat, Scoob and L'Amour Disco, the vocals definitely could use some polishing and some work. Maybe even a different vocalist to bring the track out and enhance the track a little bit. Definitely has some polishing to work on there, but a great foundation to start. So I would give it a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Thomas, what say you?
Well, we got Mike.
Oh, well.
Am I here?
Freaky Mike, yeah. What do you say?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So I think, well, I was just trying to imagine the track without the vocals. I think the track can survive without the vocals. The vocals kind of like add that, that element right there. And it felt like, just like what everyone said is saying in the chat, it feels like the vocals does not fit the track. It's kind of like not in the same key, I think. So
right.
Yeah, if the vocals can be fixed, this is some great potential right here. So
And your number is
this is pretty close. I like the piano part, and I'm a sucker for good pianos. But this one, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay, interesting.
We got a lot.
Very interesting.
Got a lot.
You want to go first, or shall I?
No, you go first.
I don't necessarily. The vocal is kind of. It just doesn't fit. Is the problem? It has a lot of potential. What I call Edgar Allan potential. 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 But the problem is that with the track as banging as the track is, which is the thing. The thing is that this track is so good musically. It's so good that the vocal takes away from it.
You know what? I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, the vocal just takes away from it. It's not it doesn't. It's not flattering with the track. That being said, I have to give it a 5. Yeah, and only because if I'm looking at it half for vocals, half for the music. The music is a perfect 5. But the vocals really don't do it any justice.
I gotta disagree. I kind of like the song. The song was kind of nice. It's just that she was kind of not sitting right in the right key. So if she fixed that key, it'd be a great song. It'd be a really great song. It sounded like it had all the potential on it. But
it does.
Because the song was so strong, she has to be strong.
Right.
And that's what made her sound a little bit off. So I agree with some people, what people said on the room. I agree with what some of the guests. I mean, y'all nailed it. The guest is awesome. Go ahead. Y'all nailed it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it really, it does have potential. But like I said, I really have to, in this particular case, I'm looking at it as, okay, the music is killer. The vocals aren't. And for me, the song is okay, but the vocals really didn't do it any justice. It would have been better if they took a Todd Terry sample to me and just had some girl screaming over it. And then you got a whole nother thing.
You hear that, Todd?
A whole nother thing. So
I give it a 7. I give it a 7.
Okay, cool. All right, so next up is a track called
Straight Away.
Straight Away, baby. It's Talent Tuesday on the DJ Spen Mix, Twitch, Cloud. I don't know. Are we on Facebook? I guess we are, but it is what it is.
Well, we didn't check the poll.
Oh, we didn't check the poll?
No.
Do you want what say the poll?
Yeah, it was about 70% of people not digging it.
Right, 70% of the people saying no.
You're hard.
I'm not. I'm just telling you. That's why I said a 5.
These are demos.
I know where it is. This is Straight Away. Talent Tuesday.
I'll be mad. Tommy needs to chill.
Daydreams buried in this crowd. This time is sweet and I'm riding the wings of an autumn breeze. Autumn breeze. Autumn breeze. This time so sweet and I'm riding the wings of an autumn breeze. On the street when I sink in my bed. On the street when I sink in my bed. On the street when I sink in my bed. Paranoia takes over my soul as I take another breath. Take another breath. Take another breath. Take another breath. Daydreams buried in this crowd. This time is sweet and I'm riding the wings of an autumn breeze. Autumn breeze. Autumn breeze. This time so sweet and I'm riding the wings of an autumn. Wings of an autumn. Wings of an autumn, wings of an autumn, wings of an autumn, wings of an autumn, wings of an autumn. On the street when I sink in my bed. Paranoid Paranoia takes over my soul as I take another breath, and just fall into your arms. On the street when I sink in my bed, paranoia takes over my soul as I take another breath, and just fall into your arms.
Okay. Oh man, I said this week is gonna be a good week. I say this week is gonna be a good week. For those of you out there, we don't listen to these records beforehand. We're listening to them as you hear them. So some weeks we get a whole bunch of stuff that's rocking or in a particular vein, and I see how this week is going. So let's move straight to the judges.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with the ladies first. Hey, Dice, Candace.
Oh, this would be interesting. Let's see what Candace has to say about this.
Okay, thank you. Well, the song doesn't really make sense to me. I just wrote down that I'm not quite sure what the vocalist is singing about or why the song is called Straight Away. So I don't know, because I was trying to wrap my head around that, I was sort of struggling. I mean, I really like the piano part of the song.
Right.
But unfortunately for me, I can only really give it a 6. It just didn't really have, the song didn't have any flow for me as well. I had no idea what he was singing about.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
That's fair enough.
It truly is.
Okay.
Let's keep going with the ladies.
Yeah, keep on rolling.
Let's go with the first lady.
Oh, wait a minute. What was it? Oh, no, never mind. You gave it a number.
6.
Yeah, she already gave it. All right.
Hey, Callie, you on the spot on Talent Tuesdays.
5.
Oh.
So it started out in a way that I could really get with. Really, really get with. And then I was hoping that Candace picked up the vocals. I thought maybe it was just me. Candace tends to listen, and if she does have time, sometimes she will listen ahead of time and just get a vibe, catch the groove, check out the lyrics. What about a bed? And what was it? Something about a bed and
I think he was saying take another bath.
No, take another bath.
He did say breath. Before that is something about his
take
bed.
Another bath.
Yeah, that's some serious listening y'all doing for real.
Well,
continue, Kelly, please.
Right.
Okay, so lyrics aside, lyrics are important to me. I know that for many of you in the chat, we always say music is personal and it's very subjective. If they're lyrics and I can't sing them, I have a problem, especially if it's English, which happens to be my native language. So, moving that aside, when it got to the first breakdown, what happened? Now, you all know I'm not a professionally trained music person. I'm talking about the breakdown where it sounded like somebody pulled the plug, the power, and it went.
Yeah, that's a DJ sound effect. Like, a lot
Whatever,
of DJs.
I didn't like it. I don't need to know the technical. I don't care about the technical. I don't care. I don't like it. Because once it did that, then it went into like a whole nother song. What happened to where we started? Because I thought it was going to take us, music should there should be a progression, a story, as Bobby Shaw says, as Tommy says. I want to go on a journey. I don't want to start on a journey and then be disappointed. It's like having a man that can't. I mean, never mind. It's like
Really?
What? It's like you start something and then you don't finish it. And then the people are like, what? What just happened? We were waiting for that thing and it never got there. So so this is my problem. Like, it started strong and I think the producer has a good idea, but don't try to throw everything into one song. It's just doing a little bit too much, I think, in my honest opinion, for one song. So that would be my feedback. Okay.
And your number?
She gave
my
it a
number
5.
is a 5.
Okay.
Cal A, really?
That's a number. All right.
We got to go to Renee. We started off with the lady, so we got to continue.
Cool. Wow. I didn't like the lyrics. I was not fond of the lyrics. And that piano sample, that piano was a sample from somewhere, and I can't put my finger on it. But there definitely was a sample at the second half of the song.
Okay.
Yeah, Renee, talk about that sample that you heard. I meant to mention that and curious about that.
That piano sample comes from somewhere else, and I'm sitting here racking my brain right now trying to figure it out. But that basically was a blend or like a mashup of 2 songs to make that one song with those vocals over top of it. And those vocals were not good at all. It didn't lyrically match. The lyrics made no sense to me. So I just didn't care for it personally. It's not something that I would particularly play. So I actually am going to say a 3.
Whoa. So a 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. So I actually like how it started. It had that deep groove in it. Then the lyrics was like, I don't know what it was talking about. I just heard paranoia, and like that word paranoia kind of like, whoa, what's going on? And so it was. And then after that, after like the main, like the chorus, then it became like a different song. So it felt like 2-3 different songs right there. So there's this lack of cohesiveness, but it felt like at the beginning it was really good. I enjoyed the beginning part. So that, I think if he could just develop that and then probably make another song on where the piano comes in, that could be another song right there. So if you just have to develop those ideas right there.
Okay, Mike, what say you?
No, that's not my door. Underground Soul Creations. Well, my soul.
What did I have?
Yes, it was absolutely Mike's door. Yes, it was. He's ordering food.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what kind of food. The first thing comes to my mind is Chinese food, but I'm not gonna do that right now.
Well, Mike, give us your number.
And please stop. Mike, what's your number?
Well, that was Panera Bread. Sorry to disappoint you, man.
What is your number, Mike?
It's 6.
6. Okay, it's a 6.
DJ Spen.
Wait a minute. We got smoke.
Right.
Tommy.
Let's get smoke first.
No. Tommy and DJ Spen. I'm just asking you all to give a shout out to Don Tallman in the chat, please.
Max. Don Max.
Much love.
Yes, my sister.
Come back to Baltimore. Come back.
Please come back to Baltimore and sing some songs.
We love you, Don. We do. You know that.
Yes.
And you're on the right show with the crazy people.
Yes,
and you already know
that. Okay, Smoke, what do you think?
Well, I really have to agree with everyone here that has been said. And at first, I was like really excited. Okay, I'm gonna hear this kind of proper deep house. The groove was very nice, and But then the vocal kicks in, and I was like, no, that doesn't really fit into this track at all. And then suddenly it transforms into this piano house. And I was like, okay, this sounds totally like a different track. But this the beginning of the track sounds really nice, and the piano part sounds really nice. So I think the producer should really make two separate tracks out of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And your number is?
I would say a 6.
A six. Okay. All right. And before Spen and I, let's look at polls. Wait a minute, we can't. Mike is eating pizza. What?
He's eating Panera bread.
Okay.
It's I think it's 84%. Or wait,
84% like or dislike?
Yes.
I did not take. Did I? No, I didn't take the poll. My bad.
Okay. That's
Never
okay.
disrupted me. Sorry.
That's okay.
All good.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I kind of liked. I was with it.
Right.
And then when they did the piano thing, I was, as a consumer, I was going to look for the dub because I wanted a dub with the piano thing with those vocals. Like, you know what? That would have been my kind of energy.
Yeah.
I think I kind of agree with Kelly when she said that it switched up a lot. Now,
yeah,
in contemporary house, they don't switch, you know, and being me an old head, music used to do that all the time. Used to go on journeys and move in and swing back. So I give them credit for the creativity to break the common modern law, which is a more linear approach to music. So that was really, I liked about it. So, but I didn't understand none of the vocals, but I rarely do. So I make my own vocals.
Man, look, we work in an industry where da, 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 is a big record. And please, somebody tell me what Genius of Love is about. Wordy Rapping Hood. What are these records about? Big hit records. I don't necessarily think the vocal content is what bothered me. It's a dance record. If it's good, people will dance to it. But I would have to give it, I give it a 7 because it has a couple of different good directions, but the directions just do not work together. Is my preference.
A 7. Okay.
So I
And
give
what was Tommy's number? I didn't hear Tommy.
Well, Regis was talking and I couldn't finish. So
Yeah, tell him to be quiet. You're the host. What's your?
that's right, Spen. I actually would give it an 8 because I really like the, you know, to somebody to come along and take a chance. In this business, you win when you take a chance. You play it safe, you don't win. So, you know, I want to encourage them to keep doing that kind of thing. You'll be the only one doing it, but sometimes that'll make you the best one doing it. Mm-hmm. So I give it an 8. Totally
agree with that.
That's nice.
All right. Okay. Next track up is a track called Back to... Well, wait a minute. What is it called? I want to make sure I'm not messing this up here.
Back to music.
Right, it is called Back to Music. It is Talent Tuesdays. Check it out, see where it goes. But it's rocking the beat. It's killing already.
I don't know how to explain this to you.
I don't know how to communicate it to you other than there's something about music that activates the gift that God puts inside. You can't understand this unless you've been down the road that I'm talking about. There's something about music that brings out the gift that God puts inside. There's something about music. See, here's what some of you don't recognize, that you're never able to flow into the arena that God has for your life because you're not listening to the right There's something about music. Brings out the gift,
It always comes back to music. It always comes back to music. It always comes back to music. It always comes back to music.
I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't know how to communicate it to you other than there's something about music that activates the gift that God puts inside. You can't understand this unless you've been down the road that I'm talking about. There's something about music that brings out the gift that God puts inside. There's something about music. See, here's what some of you don't recognize, that you're never able to flow into the arena that God has for your life because you're not listening to the right kind of music.
Hey, y'all see what's going on with Tommy Davis, right?
You can't understand this unless you've been down the road that I'm talking about. Some of you don't recognize that you're never able to flow into the arena that God has for your life because you're not listening to the right.
All right. Message in the music for real. All right. Who you want to start with?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
This producer tried to kill me. I'm an underground raw dog, and that had everything in it. It had the classic bass drop stuff in it. It had the kind of like the spacey kind of stuff in it that didn't get redundant.
Mm-hmm.
The message, when it did that breakdown, I'd have jumped, man, out the booth, jumped over the speaker.
Right. Okay. He gave us the golden one.
I'm sorry.
The golden child gave us the golden one.
It made me run. It made me run across the room.
Okay. All right. I guess while we at it, I guess I'll give it my number. So what's that? A perfect 10?
Was a
As far as your number.
10? Yeah, give it a 10. I give it a 10. It hurt me that bad. It hurt me.
Again, I think it has pieces. Good pieces. I think I agree with Scoob and a lot of people in the chat that said it could have done without the organ for sure. I like the organ too, but I don't think for what was going on that it needed it. I think that if it was more just drill, a little bit more stripped drill drum track, you could have had me and with the message and it's done. So I have to take away points because I didn't like the organ, but I will give it a 7.9. I give it a 7.9.
Listen, in Underground, you just defend Underground.
I'm
you gotta have some stuff to go here, so when you take it out, you lose your wig, and you gotta go. You gotta buy bobby pins. So you gotta have something to come from to do that. If you just play straight, you don't have no hills and valleys.
Right. Look, Casper Bernstein saying, "Let it live in its skin," and I get that. Groove, Big Groove says he loves it. All right, let's see. Smoke, what you say? What you say, bro? What you say?
Well, there is really a potential in this track. There's a really nice groove, and the spoken word vocals give it a nice kind of extra thing. But the organ, oh damn!
Right.
It was for me. It was really distracting.
Okay.
And you give it a what? A what number?
With the organ, I would give it a 6. Without the organ, much higher.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Renee. Blend Diesel.
So I actually, you got jokes. I actually like the track. It hits hard out the gate. I think the production needs a little bit of polishing, but not very much. I definitely could have done without that particular organ sound. Maybe substitute that with a different organ sound, something a little bit heavier, to balance out with that bass heaviness and that rawness of the track. And the vocal sample was perfect. So I actually give it a 9.
Oh, wow. All right. Cool. Yeah, see, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think a different organ sample would do it a lot of justice.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What about Kelly Spen?
Let's go.
I actually like this track.
Okay.
It was giving me vibes of what's the song called? Like This? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Is that what it's called? Because that's the vibes I was getting. The organ was a bit too much. Just a little, not a whole. It was a bit distracting. It was kind of a little let down when the organ came. Otherwise, I like this. I think this is definitely a dance floor track. I like it. I'd give it like an 8.25.
Now, this is history.
Right.
She likes an underground record, so you produce
Anytime she likes underground record, you've done a job.
It reminded me of Like This, and that's a track that would get me on the dance floor. Not many of them, but that's like from my day, for those of us that are of a certain age. I really liked it. I just think that the organ was just slightly too much. It was just not well, placed, done, something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I just add something too?
Go ahead, Nick.
I wish we had this before we put the compilation together, because I think that I definitely would have mixed that in that compilation.
It would have smashed.
Yeah.
It definitely would have fit in perfect for what we were doing for that project.
Especially towards the end when it kind of got.
Yeah.
You could have rocked that. Okay.
Right. Candace McKenzie.
That's gonna be good, Candace.
I can't wait to hear
I can't wait either.
Thank you. So I really like it. I wrote down it's got a great vibe, great groove, really great use of the sample. Didn't find it was too overbearing at all. I know that many people commented on the organ, and I agree. But I kind of also get why it's there as well, because perhaps if it wasn't there, it would feel like something is missing. And a lot of times when we hear these demos, we sort of comment and say, okay, it needs another element, something is missing. So maybe that's why they decided to add it. But it's an element and it can be removed. And then there was a bit where it was saying it all comes back to music, and I wasn't sure if that was you, Spen, or if that was actually part of the track.
Tommy said it sounded like
said
me.
the same.
I don't know.
Like, it really did.
If somebody sample my work, I want all my money.
Well, I thought
as much as I sample people's stuff, please don't pay me no mind.
But yeah, I really, really like it, and I think it's a great track. And I'll give it an 8.
What?
Awesome.
This is 2 hard sells.
Yeah, I know. I know
So-
for you, this is the what? Old Happy Day, right?
Yes.
Speaking
So
of Old
Spen and
Happy Day, yes.
The next track is from the same producer, so I think
Oh, okay.
take a
Okay.
listen
All
to
right.
that one, just with that in mind.
With that in mind, okay. Freaky Mike,
Yo,
what you like?
Actually, Tommy beat me to it. I was gonna put my buzzer as well because I really like this jam.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
So you give it a perfect 10?
perfect 6.9.
Oh Lord.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, the organ for me works. I don't know. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
I don't know. For me, this works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
All right.
yeah, I'm actually gonna grab this and play this on my next show, my club show this Saturday.
Okay. Bet.
You want to remix it, don't you?
Yes.
I know you
You
do.
know why they don't like the organ? It's kind of Exodus. It's kind of
No, it's not. In my opinion, I don't know. Even in the chat, some people were saying, it could work if it was turned down. Maybe it's a mixed thing. I don't know. But whatever it was for me, it was just, I don't know. It seemed out of place, and sometimes out of place could just be a level thing.
It could be.
Doesn't necessarily mean that it's really, really out. Just maybe mixed wrong.
So let's see what he got. Did we get
All right,
everybody?
yeah,
Did we get all? everybody?
I think we got everybody.
Yep.
All right, so let's hear this cat's work some more.
Or her.
His or her, right? This is called Everybody's Groove on Talent Tuesday.
In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. All night. All night. this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. Yes, 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 yes. All right.
That's right. Okay. If you just came in, this is the second song by the same producer. So let's go over again once again. If you want to submit music, you can just go to music at Quantize Recordings.
Right. Music at quantizerecordings.com, and you can submit your tracks to be critiqued by us.
And those are limitations. You cannot use curse words or samples that we would have to clear because you will shut our page down, and we don't like that.
Right. We don't want to hear words like farsh dash sharsh.
Right. Whatever that means, it don't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. So, so
let's hurry up and get home.
Go ahead, Kelly, you start this one.
Back to Baltimore.
She need to get back to
this one.
Go, please.
This one isn't too bad. You know what? I'm wondering if it could do without that house lyric, that vocal piece throughout. You know what I mean?
Good point. Good
Because
point.
I actually kind of thought it was doing what it was supposed to do. I could see people dancing to this, but that vocal, I felt like it was just kind of extra that maybe wasn't needed. I think this could do a little something on the dance floor. I would give this, it's not my type of music, but I think I would give it about an 8.
Wow. Okay.
All
right. Great.
And wait a minute. Can I just say this? I would give it an 8, but it definitely, even with my limited knowledge, it definitely needs a mix down. It needs some stuff going on in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that distorted sound? Was it kind of distorted on your end? Or was that just
no? There's some stuff that's happening on when it's streaming to you.
We didn't get. I didn't get that, so we'll check that out.
Oh, okay. Because it did sound slightly distorted to me, and I didn't know if the producer put that. Was
it could have been. May not have been the producer's fault. Might have been.
Okay.
What's going on with the stream? DJ Immaculate. What's up, man? How are you?
What's that? Hey Kelly, you can stop saying you're new to this. Your critiques are on point. I don't know, maybe you're sleeping with the right guy, but you got it.
Okay.
You know what? Let's just move on. I won't even say anything.
No, I'm serious. You have got a grasp of music. I am so proud of you.
Right. All right. Let's go with Smoke. What say?
Yeah, I actually really like this one. It has this nice guitar loop and chords and pads and the spoken word vocal was nice in this one as well. And it's a nice track. But if I have to say something, maybe the string loop was a bit too much at some part of the track.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it's a nice one. Good.
All right. What number would you give it?
8.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
It's good. Candiza.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I really like this one as well. Great work from the producer once again. I wrote down that it started well. Really liked the bass line. It had like a real deep bass running through it, which I really liked. Great use of the vocal sample. I know that there were some comments about the guitar, but it didn't cut us off on Facebook. So I'm gonna take it that all is okay with that. But I really like it, and I think that this track is an 8 for me.
Oh, well, okay. An 8. Did anybody do a poll before we go?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
did we? What say people?
It was 81% people liking it.
Good. Okay. All right.
Good.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Renee Menendez-Zoe, what's up?
So I don't like this one as much as I like the first one, but
Okay.
it's definitely good. I could have done without the guitar riff though. I think that took away from the track for me. But I would say it's a 7. I definitely rock it.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we miss anybody? Did we get Mike?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
I didn't think we
Oh, we did. He's on the first one. Go ahead.
Right. What do you think, Mike?
Well, yeah. I mean, now that we've heard both tracks, so you have to compare both, I guess. So, I mean, this is still good. I like the first one better, and yeah, kind of because I love Nile Rodgers, and I just heard that greatest dance riff right there. I was like, wow. But it was pretty creative. I have to give him that. It actually worked with the track. So yeah, the one thing that distracted me, I guess, was the house music thing going on. There was a part where it was just saying house music. That kind of it felt like it didn't need that.
Right.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I could have given this a perfect 6.9, but this is
Here we go.
Wow.
Here we go.
This is my thing. Six.
Can't
but
not do it.
it's not a perfect 6.9.
Yeah, perfect one. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. What do you think?
I agree.
This is pretty
I mean,
good.
I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give this one a 7.
All right,
7.
cool.
So he kicked the 1
He
point.
kicked it up a point.
Yeah,
That's
point.
what, a 1/10 of a point. Yeah. Okay.
Well, a full stomach will do that. Look, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I did. It had a different energy than the first one.
Right.
And I liked the first one because I liked the energy of it. It was more linear, more modern in sound than the first one. So I'm a retro guy, so I'm going to like that one. To me, the house music part, talk of it, to me, you have to be careful when you do that because it's been done so many times that you have to be unique with when you do that, or it has to be an integral part of the track. So I agree with kind of what Kelly said is that maybe it didn't need it, and kind of what Mike said that the Bernard Rogers, I mean the Nile and Rogers kind of thing kind of didn't need it, but it was still a good track.
All
So I mean, being that they both the same producer. We could talk.
Right.
Tommy,
It's a 7
you didn't give
for
this. Tommy didn't give
7.
the score.
7.
It's a 7 for me as well. 7. I think it would have done better with less. I like the kind of Rhodes chord progression. Reminds me of a deep dish record, Casa de X. Ecstasy, a little bit in there.
Right.
Yeah, the guitar I probably could have done without, but it didn't bother me. But the vocal, it definitely could have done without it. Just or maybe have chosen something a little different. But all things considered, it's a 7.
Okay, all right. So, and there you have it. That is.
All right. So next track is BB Track on Talent Tuesday. Let's see where this one goes.
It is that. I did things that I thought I would never do. But one day, I got up and I was like, all right. So you are in the zone on Talent Tuesday.
Right. So who you want to start with?
Let's start with Mike.
All right. Mike,
I think Mike has gone. I think Mike has gone to do his live stream, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, is it that time?
Okay. All right. So if we don't have Mike, let's see. Smoke. What say you?
The intro was really nice. I was really expecting to hear some great Afro house thing, but then nothing really happened.
Right.
So,
what number do you give it?
5.
Okay.
It could be a really nice drum track if there would be more elements in there, but as it is now, it's not that interesting.
Okay. DJ Renee Melendez.
I happen to agree with Smoke. It started off really great, and I was sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting some more. I think it was like they made like 32 bars and just kind of let it run out, and it really didn't do anything after that. So definitely has a great foundation to work with, but definitely could use a lot more elements.
Okay.
Okay, and you give it a...
It's hard. I'll give this one a 6.
Okay.
Only because it's just missing. It's missing so much. It has such a strong foundation to work off of, but like it doesn't have anything else but a kick, a clap, and some shaking going on. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, it has something to work with, but it's missing a lot. So a 6.
Okay. All right, Kelly Spencer, what do you think?
This is interesting. I actually communicated a little bit with the producer. I listened in advance to that, but I asked them, is there a submission? Is this a song? Because it's just not really what is it? And they said, yes, this is the submission. It's called Battle. I'm really getting, it started out with battle vibes, and I would expect this to go on into like a full on, maybe an afro, or really hear an interesting breakdown or something, but it just doesn't do anything. So I feel kind of bad even judging it, because it's, we're judging just some beats, and the beat is nice. It's kind of rocking. The beat is rocking, but after that, there's nothing left. So I would give it 6 or 7. Maybe let's split it and do a 6.5. I will go back to the producer and see if there is something else. But this is what they submitted. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can do something with this, but it's not something that I think we would just sign on its own, because it's not really much there.
Okay, I think that was fair. I mean, and maybe he's in the room listening, and there's a look at the comments from other people. I'm not saying adjust with everything you hear, but some of these are great people giving you ideas, suggestions of what they think. I have to not do anything because I think I've heard the song and I know the person. So
you're not going to
know the person. You know the person, really?
Yes.
Tommy, someone says, why don't they send it to Loop Masters? And I don't think they were saying that. No. I know the person that made the comment, and I think
no. I'm saying I don't think that that's necessarily a bad idea. I mean, understanding that if you send something to Loop Masters just doesn't take one-off tracks. It's like you have to produce a whole entire. It's not. A producer really has to go into like a real deep production thing, because Loop Masters doesn't take just one-off tracks. It's like they go to a producer, and the producer has to produce the whole thing from top to bottom. So there's a lot that goes into producing these Loop Masters kits. It's a lot.
Well, to be fair, I'm reclaiming my time here. I'm reclaiming my time.
Do you think?
I played it on my show.
Okay.
The room went up, but you know how I play. So
right.
I'm putting other elements in it. So it's great. It's not all records and not all house records have to do a story. It's in some deep records, it doesn't move. It doesn't do anything, but when you're trying to sign with a record label that doesn't do that, you need to put more in it for that label if you want to be on that label. But there are other labels out here that do exactly what you're doing, and you do it well. So the echo voices, and there's nothing to go in a record store and say, I want that song that what? So we call it tagging. It's what something when you want to do, when you want people to look for your song, you want them to have something to do in it. So
Tommy,
yes.
When you played this, did you play it? You traumatized it, right? I know you traumatized it.
I took my favorite part and just yes.
You did not play this track as is. I mean, and peace and love to the, if you know him, then I guess maybe I know him, but whatever. You did not play this track straight out. I know you didn't. You traumatized.
I didn't. Right.
Yeah.
And I gave him some critique. So
Oh, great.
So,
great.
And
so
I encouraged
then
him.
we'll be hearing back.
Yes. But he, like many producers, said, hey, I want to do this. And if you're listening to your other producers out here, it doesn't hurt to submit. You can always take the advice or leave it,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Sorry about that. Must be Sarah coming back in the door. Candace, did you give your piece?
No, but I'll do it really quickly. So yeah, I agree with everyone. It's a great beat, really hot beat actually. I really like it. I like the vocal sample that's in there as well. Like with everyone, just waiting for something to happen, which it didn't. But I suppose there were some comments in the chat that it could be a DJ tool, and I definitely agree with that.
Oh, it's definitely that.
If the producer goes on to develop this track, definitely keep this mix as a DJ tool, because it's something that I would definitely play to kind of break up my set or sort of transition into, if I'm going to go from one sort of style to another. It's a great kind of transition tool to use. But yeah, just as it is, I would give it a 6.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Does that take care of everyone? I think
yes.
so.
Did we do a poll? I mean, Mike left.
Yes, we did. It was about half and half.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah, it was like 46% yes, 46% no, and the rest of them I did an in between option, and the rest of them were in between.
Okay, so that's pretty good for a track that didn't do very little movement. Sometimes just a beat
is enough. Sometimes.
So let's move along.
All right. So this next track is called Hilo Fight. I think is what it's called. It's Talent Tuesday, and this is our second to the last track. So check it out.
Let's go. Yeah, in the garden where we used to play.
In the
Cut it out,
garden where we
Tommy.
used to play.
It's
See,
just a
Kelly,
smooth.
look, you're not gonna have Kelly sending me messages talking about y'all play too much. Stop it.
I can't help it. I mean, maybe I need to take a pill.
Please put me on the screen so they can see my face.
Okay, that was called Halo Fight. All right,
Look
so
at her face.
let me see her face.
Good, look at it.
Oh no.
Okay, so since you were on the screen, wait, don't go away. Tell us what you thought.
About Halo Fight. It
Yeah.
was a little bit of Quantize and chillish, a little bit. It was a little bit of
Okay.
on the beach in Mykonos or Santorini or somewhere, with a little bit of, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I give it a 7. I think
Okay.
I think it works. I think there's a place for it. Is it all the way Quantize and chill? I'm not exactly sure. Thinking about some of the other, you know, songs that we've had that we've kind of flagged and said this is definitely a Quantize and chill. But this is what I would expect to hear if, you know, on the beach in Europe somewhere or at a day white party, a lounge.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
a bar. This is like right there. So I think it didn't sound too bad to me. So I think it's a 7, maybe even I could go a little bit higher, 7.5 or something like that.
All right.
Okay, so you're kind of saying this is definitely Quantize and chill feel.
I do feel like it's a little bit of Quantize and chillish. I don't know. I'm interested in hearing what everybody else has to say about it. So we'll see. Big Groove agrees with me, so we'll see who else agrees. I don't know. It's giving me those, you know, chill beach restaurant type vibes. So
Let's go straight to let's go to Candace.
Yeah, let's go to Candace.
Right.
Thank you.
I think so.
Thank you, guys. So yeah, I'm definitely with Kelly. I mean, I like it. I think it's produced well. But I wrote down, is it for Quantize or even unquantized? I'm not sure, and I don't know if I even think it's for Quantize and chill. I can kind of see it there, but then I kind of can't. But Kelly's right. It is definitely a kind of beach vibe, restaurant-y. But I don't think it's suitable for our label. But there's definitely a label for it for sure. It's a good track. I do like it. I just don't think it's for us. So I will give it a 7.
Okay. Let's go to Smoke. Smoke, you still there, bro?
Well, I agree with Kelly and Candice that it has a nice laid-back vibe, and But I think the biggest issue is that there are some dissonance in the pad and the chords, which is a bit distracting.
Mm-hmm.
But the bass line that's really nice. I like the sound, and of course the mixing could be improved a bit. And it's also a bit too long, I think.
Okay.
But
Okay.
But I would give it a 6. As it is now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. And thanks for the criticism. Sometimes they just want to hear what you're saying about the mix as well as the master, even though they're demos. So
Right.
those things are important to the person that made it. They're sitting here listening.
Right. Renee.
It gives me a very loungy house vibe, kind of chill beach, like everyone else said. I do agree with Smoke. I think it was a little bit too long. I definitely would kind of wind that down to maybe 5.5 to 6 minutes, no more. It's a great track. It just needs some polishing, but I would give it, I don't know, I would give it an 8.
Oh, okay.
Cool. It's a 7 for me.
It's a 7.
I like it. I like the 808 state vibes. But keeping in mind that 808 state didn't have a bass line really. It was all, well, depending on what version you played.
Right.
Version I played definitely didn't have a bass line in it. I think the bass line, even though it was kind of nice, sort of threw me off. I would have just really concentrated on the strings and kept it smooth.
Like Pacific State?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Like Pacific State.
It's definitely a sound that you don't hear much, or we don't hear much.
No, not here.
That's right.
It's European beach vibe, restaurant vibe. I mean, you walk into, the difference is you walk into the United States and you walk into a restaurant, you might hear pop music, some of it, pop or R&B, maybe even like smooth jazzish kind of thing. In Europe, this right here, really, I mean, it is beach. It is literally, you go to a beach, you're hearing the DJ play. This is the kind of stuff that you hear. And honestly, it really kind of works with the ambiance, the sounds of the ocean. And then you got, the music sort of playing over the background. And I mean, it's DJs that play this kind of thing for sure. So I think for a Quantize and Chill album, it could work. Better mixed down, like Smoke said, and it could go.
Now, I'm from Baltimore. When I go in the store, I hear, excuse me, I want a half and half.
Right. I guess our beach will be the harbor, right? The inner harbor. You sure not gonna hear this at the harbor?
No, you're not. So I like the smoothness of it. I like it almost can meditate to it. It actually had a kind of a real nice, like a project, kind of like,
which is why I'm saying,
which
is why tracks like that really work in Europe. It's really interesting. And the more I started going to restaurants, the more I started, hearing what some of the DJs were playing. It actually kind of really works with the vibe and the energy. It's sort of like the perfect setup for you to go off, in a nightclub and do what you do. And I think that's a lot of the reason why they program some of these restaurants with DJs that do that kind of thing.
Well, I give it a 6.
Or even buying CDs that do that kind of a thing. So,
CDs?
Yeah, like literally, you would hear mixing happening, but it would be like a CD or, if they didn't have an actual DJ, but it would be a CD literally of this. And it would go from one song to the next song to the next song.
Okay.
You can also subscribe to a music service that has that kind of stuff too, played throughout the restaurant.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody said that, like, it's like you go into your room and say, "Kay, can I have ice into my room?" It's like that, it's elevated but not boring. It's very soothing. It's some chords that was, very, very
exactly. It's so it's like I don't know, listening to one of the stations that kind of play not smooth. I I don't even know what you would call it, like easy listening or elevator music, but with beats under the bottom.
It's the name for it. I just
don't know what it is, but literally it's with beats under the bottom.
It's lounge.
Lounge? Who said lounge?
I think it's lounge. Yeah, and
It
that's
is
what
lounge
they're saying.
music.
Yeah, that's lounge.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
they
they're
play
saying.
it in lounges. I've heard stuff like that in lounges in Chicago.
Yeah,
Like
Chicago,
you
right?
know,
Well,
yeah, your
Chicago
West
being the
End,
home
your
of house, yeah, you would hear that for sure. For sure.
Even Florida,
Okay.
when you're by the pool in Florida,
Right.
if you had a nice, as long as you're not at Disney World, if you're at a nice hotel, that's kind of what you'd hear.
Yeah, if you're at Disney World, you might hear, I'm a Barbie girl from a Barbie world.
So I only have one thing to say about it. It's that it was kind of redundant in the calm. You know what I mean? It was like an 864 bar loop, 64 bar loop.
Right, but
You
I
know
think,
what I
but that is the idea.
Well,
That's the complete idea.
okay. So it's supposed to do that.
Yes.
So, I was expecting to transcend to the next level.
No, if it goes to the next level, then you're taking it out of the vibe.
Okay. I'm
so
there.
so it's supposed to hit a vibe, stay in that vibe, and not really make you leave.
Then good job. We got one track left. We got one.
Right. So let's see what Kasi is. It's Talent Tuesday. All right. That is Kasi. Kasi. What's the phonetics on that? Mr. Wink, since you have announced yourself in our chat. All right. Let's go with Smoke. What do you think?
I think this is probably my favorite track of them tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice, deep Afro house, and it builds up nicely. There are a lot of interesting sounds happening all the time in the track, and it really keeps me interested in the track from beginning to the end. But I would improve the mixing a bit. There was also this sort of synth sound in somewhere in the track, but it was so quiet that I couldn't really hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure about that Africa vocal thing, but otherwise, really good work, I think.
Cool. What number?
8.5.
Cool.
8.5. Okay.
It's good. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Renee, what do you think?
So, as a former Jersey resident, this track is hot. It is hot. I love it the way it is. I think that if anything were to be changed on it, maybe just take out a couple of those breaks, and like Biscuit said in the chat, just to kind of let the beat ride out. But
how very American of you.
So perfect, so perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 10.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. I would rock that all day. So definitely, if we sign it, I definitely want a copy of that.
Okay.
For the golden, she gave it the golden buzzer.
All right, golden buzzer it is.
I think this is a first for Renee.
Is it a first for Renee? A perfect 10?
It is a first for me. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly Spencer, what do you think?
I like this one, but first up, let me just check out Twitch. The poll on Twitch: 60% loving it, 27% liking it, and just 13% said not for me. So obviously this is not, this isn't my type of song, but I can appreciate the quality of it. I can also appreciate just the sound. I can imagine this late at night, everybody's sweating. This is definitely this would kill in Baltimore. But I could see this in, I don't know, definitely not at a soulful party, but definitely in in a deep house room, just people going for it. I would stick around and dance a little bit to this one, because when I said before, music needs to take me on a journey. It's not just doing the same thing. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What's next? Oh, hey. So that's the feeling I got from this song. So I actually really liked it. And I'm going to give this one a good 8.5. I'll give this one an 8.5. I like it. And I think it's
right.
what it's supposed to do. And it's a nice track.
Okay. Let's see. Candice, what do you think?
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with everyone else. I think it's a really good deep track, deep Afro house track. I wrote down that it's well produced. It's full of great elements. They really complemented each other. Definitely saved the best tune till last for sure. I think it'll be perfect on Quantize. Yeah, I'm curious to know what it means, if it means anything, Cosy, if it means anything. But yeah, I think it's a really great track, and I'll give it a 9.
A 9, okay.
All right, that's good. Very good. These high numbers, nice high numbers. What do you give it?
I liked everything about it. I knew it's definitely set for Baltimore. It's got that the modern groove, and they like to sweat. And I like any record with a stuck synth, like the way you got it stuck in a loop. That would drive me crazy if you just did that all night long. So I kind of like that move, and it told a great rhythm story. And besides, the producer is well known. You know what I mean, for doing this work. You know what I mean. So in this business and marketing, that go a long way, because that's sales. We want your cousin, your mama, your dog. We want all the people to go buy it.
Right.
So, you know, great work, and we're going to definitely call it. So I give it an 8.
All right. I personally, yeah, it's an 8. It's definitely an 8. And I like it because I can do this kind of stuff to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's definitely a good track.
Yeah.
Great track. I actually, you know, I know a lot of the you know, on the American side, it's like, you know, a lot of cats don't like breaks. But I think for the European, like and actually the Afro market, the breaks would do really, really well. It lends itself, you know, it's kind of a good record as is. I don't think it doesn't need the breaks, maybe a mix without the breaks, but it's really good. Really good.
Okay. I think it is good. Hey, thanks for submitting it. I mean, you know.
It's dope. Really, really dope. Okay. So I guess that does it for us tonight. Make sure that you tune in. What do we have coming, Kelly? I know you're on vacation, but I guess next, the only thing we have coming is Praise Party next Sunday, which is cool. Unless I decide to do something silly this week, which I might, because the cat's away and Spen will play.
All right, let me close this out because they don't know what they're doing on this end. Thank you to everyone for tuning in once again to Talent Tuesday. Shout out to the Grammy-nominated Vonita White from Jasper Street Company in the chat. What's up, Vonita?
What's up?
All right, we will be back with Talent Tuesday in 2 weeks. Producers, if you want to submit your music, please submit to music@quantizerecordings.com. Please remember, it should be your original music. You should own the rights to the samples if you do use samples. And we need a downloadable file. So send us some hot music. Need to hear that good music. We're waiting for you. We will be back on the DJ Spen Twitch and Mixcloud channels on Sunday for the Praise Party at 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. GMT time. And I think that is it. I am coming to you live and direct from London town. I am heading out to Leeds. What's up, my UK fam? If you will be in the north, maybe you can meet me somewhere in the world. Tommy Davis, thank you so much for being my guest host.
Fill in, substitute.
She's so English. She wants to say London town instead of London now.
But really,
I don't know what they're doing to you, but they need to stop.
Tommy
Stop
and
it now.
Spen, we're having a little bit too much fun over there. Thank you, as always, to Candace for handling things behind the scenes.
Thank you,
Doing all the
Candace.
technical parts. Thank you, DJ Renee Melendez. We love you and appreciate you, and absolutely thank you to Smoke. We love having you on the label.
Yes.
We are so proud of your recent release. We're
And
excited.
I think we're going to leave on
Yeah,
on
let's
a note
listen
with
to a
that.
little
Let's see.
Smoke. Do you guys
Let's
want to
see.
hear a little bit of Smoke? Check out his EPs. He's got 2 EPs on the label, one just recently out. So please, if you haven't already checked them out, please do that. And of course, I wouldn't be Kelly Spencer if I didn't give you a plug for my very first compilation, Rise, an inspirational house compilation. Compile me and our own DJ Renee Melendez also in the mix. So check us out. Thank you. We love you all. All right, let's hear a bit of Smoke.
All right. Let's dance. All right. Peace in the valley, peace in the city, and peace to your souls. Make sure you support my man Smoke and his various productions all over the place. It is your boy DJ Spen signing off for Talent Tuesday. Thank you again for everybody, all of the people in the chat, all of our moderators. We love y'all. Couldn't do it without you. And I will see you all on Sunday for the first pandemic praise I've done here, probably in 3 weeks or so. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be a whole heck of a lot of fun. And yeah, we will see you when we see you. We are completely and utterly out of here. See ya later.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.